Hi, my name is Eric Davidson. I run Crash Enterprises. I've been rebuilding Muncie and Borg-Warner 4-speeds for the last 35 plus years, and Hurst shifters and all kinds of stuff like that. So today, what we're going to do, we're going to take a Hurst shifter apart. This happens to be out of a 70 Z28 Camaro, and we're gonna rip this apart and then we're gonna rebuild it. This is what it looks like now. This is basically what it's gonna look like when we get done. Re-chromed, replated, and all that. A lot of people have a hard time taking these apart, and I've made a little fixture that will hold everything. And so let's start. First thing we gotta do is we've got to remove the handle. You get the cheapest putty knife you can find that's really flexible. It's got to be skinny. It's got to get in. There's a little tang under here that holds the handle in place. And then you can just pull it back and forth, and the handle comes out just like that. So now we've got the handle out, and we'll set that aside. That'll go to chrome. So next thing you do, well, this shifter actually is missing the bottom inspection cover that's at the bottom here. So we don't have to worry about taking apart that. But we do have to get the end plate out. So here's the end plate, and there's a little anti-rattle plate that keeps the shims and stuff from rattling. So that's gotta get all cleaned up. The next thing is you got to take the little bow tie off, because to get everything apart, you need that out of the way. And that just comes straight off. One of the things is somebody's been in here playing around and they've bent the bow tie real bad. It should be completely flat. So there's a little problem. That's gonna have to get cleaned up. Then there's a friction washer that goes in here, and this one, I don't know if you can see that, but it's all egg-shaped out, the hole is, so that'll get replaced. So now we have all that apart. Now we've got to get the pin out. Everything pivots on. And that's what everything pivots on. You have to inspect these to make sure they're not all grooved up and everything, but that'll get cleaned up. Now, once the bow tie's out of the way, the whole mechanism can come apart like that. And you got all your shims and your shift arms. And that's all got to get cleaned up, and then we'll send that out to get re-zinc plated and get that all taken apart. So now you've got your body. The one thing you do have to look at sometimes on these shifters is there's a set of shims that can be installed to make the stacked length of everything, so when the pivot pin goes in, it doesn't go in too far, and then when you bolt it up, it crushes the shifter itself, and then you can't shift it back and forth. So these have to be saved. I haven't found a place to get them, so we have to save those. So this is going to get cleaned up, and then it'll get re-zinced. So, and that's that. Now here's the part that makes everything really interesting. This is a fixture that I made that will hold the shifter body in place so you can do all your take-aparts and you're putting it back together. So, what you need, force that apart, and there are 5/32 roll pins that hold the selector pin in place, and you need to drive those out. Roll pins are not a big deal. They're a standard piece you can get pretty much anywhere, but there's your selector pin. That's going to have to get cleaned up. See if it can be reused. So now the scary part is taking out the reverse detent bias spring. So now you pull out the little plunger, kind of looks like an arrow, but usually those are not damaged at all, but a lot of times they come in your kits. So that'll get cleaned up, and we'll send that out to plate also. Now there's a tool I made that will compress this and hold it in place. And then another tool I made, which is just a putty knife with a slot cut in it that simulates where the plunger was. Now you got to get between the spring. Now you can lever down. And you can take out the retaining washer that retains the plunger. And that all gets cleaned up. Now, the spring that's under there is a pretty strong spring. So you want to put your tool back in. And when you pull it out, you don't want the spring coming flying up and hitting you in the face. Ask me how I know about the spring coming at you. So now you pretty much got everything ripped apart. Now what you need to do, you gotta lever this out, your receiver and your carrier, and then you got your 3/4 bias spring. But that is spring loaded also. So what you really need to do is kind of lever it out with a screwdriver so that the spring isn't going to go anywhere. It's going to be contained by the screwdriver. And then there you have it. That'll get cleaned up. Now you've got your receiver. And I see exactly why. They're supposed to be where the pivot pin goes through. There's supposed to be a wave washer, and the wave washer's gone. And the wave washer would take up the space. That's why the little bow tie is bent. So when we rebuild this and put it back together, in the kit, wave washer comes in and a new friction washer in the front, and everything is going to be just a beautiful thing. So that's all going to get cleaned up. Now the receiver itself, because it's an OEM shifter, it doesn't have the two bolts that go through like an aftermarket shifter. So what it has it's what's called a bayonet mount. So it's got these insulators. They're rubber and stainless steel. And now to send these to plate, you don't want to You got to be real gentle with them. There's little nubs inside that catch, and you got to get them loose, and then you got to try to lever out the piece. And sometimes you can just grab it and pull it like this one. So that pulled out, and now you can get the rubber insulator part out. I don't know if you can see, there's a little depressions in the back of the receiver and the front of the receiver that bump out, and they come together with the little holes here, and that's what holds it actually in place. So now on the other side, now that the one is missing, it's a piece of cake to pull this one out. So that's got to all get cleaned up. And that's how we're going to do it. So then you got your receivers and all that. And you got your insulators. They do sell new insulators. They're quite pricey, so depending on how much you're going to do with your rebuild, you can either buy new ones, or you can, try to reuse your old ones. Some of them are just destroyed. The rubber is dried out and cracked, and there's no choice but to do that. So for now, we're gonna get this all cleaned up, and we're gonna be back at another time, and we will reassemble the shifter, and that'll be that. So bye for now.